Hello and welcome to another edition of MASCAC Student Athlete Spotlight, where each week I get the wonderful opportunity to highlight an amazing student athlete from around the conference. My name is Emily Liu, MASCAC Assistant Commissioner, and speaking with me today is Sarah Bingham of Westfield State Women's Volleyball and Softball. Thank you so much for being here today, Sarah.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, fun question off the bat, but you're a dual sport student athlete for Westfield State, so how did you start playing volleyball and softball?
Well, I started playing softball in elementary school, just fell in love with it. So I just kept playing in rec and when it was available for school. And then I joined travel in high school to start recruiting to get into college, since that's the point I decided I wanted to. And then I started playing volleyball a few years later than softball, but I loved it just as much. I didn't play club volleyball at all. I was focused on just playing softball in college, but when I was looking at Westfield, the coach, he was looking to recruit a middle, so conveniently, that was me. So I decided to take that opportunity to be able to play both sports, and I'm so glad that it worked out, because it's just been an amazing experience being able to continue both sports.
Might be a silly question because playing those two sports is a lot because you're already fall and spring, but did you play any other sports growing up?
Um, I did play basketball in middle school and halfway into high school, but I didn't love it as much as volleyball and softball, so I quit. But
I mean, you could have been a triple sport
I
student.
could have, yeah, it was something to do in the winter season, so
Yeah. So, Sarah, you are from Reno, Nevada, which, if anybody owns a map, they know is not right down the street. So, can you just tell us how did you end up at Westfield State in Westfield, Massachusetts for college?
yeah, so I had a couple friends out on the East Coast, so I kind of and I knew I wanted to go away for school, kind of experience a different part of the country for my college years, and so I kind of, I don't know, looked out here kind of as a joke, but then kind of just stumbled upon Westfield, and it really just had everything that I wanted. Gave me the opportunity to play both sports, which was something that other schools I was looking at wasn't offering me. And then on top of that, they have a really strong movement science program, and that just aligned perfectly with my academic goals as well. And so that just made it really hard to pass up Westfield. So.
All right. As a member of the Owls softball and women's volleyball teams, you have had a lot of success in your collegiate career, winning several MASCAC championships, but also individually being named all conference. So, can you just talk about what that success has meant to you?
Yeah, so experiencing success both personally and as a team, it's always incredible to win. On a personal level, it's just so rewarding to see all my years of hard work and dedication paying off with all the support of my teammates and coaches, both past and present. I know if younger me could see where I am now, she would be so excited, proud of me. Um, and then as a team, our successes really just show how well we work together, how much effort everyone puts in, and how we support each other through the thick and thin towards a common goal. And then representing Westfield State and contributing to the success of both programs, just something I'm really glad to have been a part of. And it's been an honor to be a part of such competitive and supportive environments through my college years.
All right, so we're going to switch to the other side of the student athlete name and the student part of it. And you did mention you are studying movement science. So, with that, you're on the cusp of graduation. So, what is maybe a short-term goal for you and potentially some long-term goals?
Yeah, so short-term goal, obviously, finish my capstone internship and graduate. And then I'm gonna planning on moving back to the West Coast, and taking the certification exams for personal training and strength coaching. So I'm looking to get into those fields once I graduate, which I'm really excited about. And then really long term, just looking to continue helping people live like happy, healthy lives through exercise. Something I've grown really passionate about, helping people with. And then I also hope to get into coaching one day, since sports have just been such a big part of my life. I want to have such a positive impact on young athletes, both on and off the field, just like all my coaches have done for me.
And the cool thing is you can either do coaching for both sports or you could do coaching for one. You kind of have some to choose from. So, and
Yep.
that's a very unique opportunity too.
Yes.
So, next week is D3 week. And just in the spirit of D3 week, even though we're a few days ahead of it, what has been a top memory or even memories of your college career?
There's a lot to choose from. Obviously winning MASCACs is a top memory, unforgettable experience for me. Seeing all our hard work pay off and being able to celebrate each other. And then even in the seasons that we didn't win, but we made it to the finals, it's really fun to be able to play in those big competitive games. Um, let's see, spring break trips to Florida for softball. Those are a great memory. Playing in the warm weather and just doing a lot of team bonding down there. Created a lot of good memories there. Um, and then honestly, just like playing at the Division 3 level and having the opportunity to be a two-sport competitive athlete, and then also like getting a great education that is gonna like carry me through the rest of my life. That's just a great experience that I wouldn't trade for anything.
You can tell you went on spring break recently. You have that not
Yes, I
New
still have my
England.
Florida glow.
Yes, that not new. You know you're not in New England that whole time.
Yeah.
Hard to say. All right, Sarah. So we're gonna get to know you on kind of a silly different side, okay?
All right.
Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Ooh, I'll say Starbucks. Dunkin's not really a thing on the West Coast, so I kind of grew up with Starbucks and I still like it better.
Okay. What's your go-to order?
Um, Honestly, I'm a plain just like vanilla latte girly. Like, I don't know, you can't really go wrong.
Yes, and they have a lot of different options, and half of them I can't even say right. So
Yeah, this is why I get
thankful
into
for
the
the app.
overwhelming orders. Just keep it
Ah,
simple.
exactly. All right, indoor or outdoor volleyball?
I would say indoor. I like um I like being able to hit and watch it like bounce off the court. It doesn't really bounce as well on like grass or sand.
Truth, and you can't move as well. And
Yeah,
kind of hard.
and
So,
diving is a little different, but yeah.
all right, favorite bat to use?
I love my Louisville LXTs. Everyone's all into the Eastons these days, but I'm sticking with my Louisvilles.
What color is the one you're using this season?
I use the black and gold one. It's a few years old. And I definitely would have gotten one of the newer ones this year if it wasn't my last year, but she's still going strong.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, how about your favorite cleat to wear? Favorite brand of cleat?
Ooh, I've always had Mizuno cleats. They've always done good for me. Especially when I was a pitcher in high school, they have nice toe guards on their cleats for pitchers and they last a long time. So Mizuno cleats, yeah.
Nice. Okay. If you could have lunch with anyone, who would it be and why?
Ooh, wow, that's a hard one. Can I choose my younger self? Is that an
Sure.
option? I feel like there's a lot I would tell her to um like there was a lot that I was didn't know about, like, but I was very rushed wanting to grow up, I think. And now that I'm looking to graduate college and get out in the real world, I would tell my younger self to slow down. I'd like to have a little conversation with her.
All right, last one, tough one, okay?
All right.
Westfield State blue or white?
Oh, I like our blue uniforms a lot better than our white, if I'm being honest.
I like the
For both
pinstripe. I like
sports. Yeah, we got new pinstripes last year for softball, and they're really nice.
It makes you stand out, especially in pictures, so it looks pretty cool.
Mhm.
Little bit
Yes.
of a wet retro vibe to it. So,
Mhm.
well,
Yeah.
Sarah, thank you so much for sitting and speaking with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And stay tuned next week for another edition of MASCAC Student Athlete Spotlight.